Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Isabel Tomasino and I do videos about wellness, lifestyle choices, but most of all I like to remind yourself, do not be defined by the number on your birthday cake. Oh no. If you're here on my channel, you're gonna learn that I like to live a life full of happiness, wellness, and abundance. The abundance is a mindset. It's not all about monetary or financial stability, which is very important. However, abundance is more to it. It's about how you feel, how you treat yourself, how you respect you physically, mentally, emotionally, and therefore everything you create around you will become 100% abundant and sufficient for you to live a wonderful life. Today I wanted to touch the subject that has been going viral on the internet. No, I'm not talking about Will Smith. He's not important to me, okay? We already know that he behaved crazy. But Jada Pinkett Smith, is that her name? Jada Pinkett? My Latin words come out of my mouth. Okay, so Jada, she suffers from a condition that is called alopecia. It's something that is very dear to me. And I can relate to the pain and the frustration that perhaps Jada felt in the moment of that stupid joke that was done on stage. So guys, I wanted to talk to you about alopecia. Alopecia is a very serious condition. It's an autoimmune disease and it triggers in the body the sense of attacking itself. Therefore, alopecia is hair loss. But it can be in a very different forms. There is alopecia totalis, alopecia universalis. There's different kinds of alopecia. There's the kind that women and men too, not just females, but for some reason females seems to be triggered more by this autoimmune disease. They lose all the hair on the entire body, like all of the hair everywhere, it's gone. Now, some of this alopecia is reversible, like it can grow the hair back, and other alopecia conditions don't. The reason why I know this is because I actually have that condition. The only reason why I decided to talk about alopecia is because all of a sudden everybody knows it. Everybody hears about this word and people are like, some people understand what alopecia means, some people don't. People think the joke was about her alopecia, but the reality is that Chris Rock never mentioned alopecia. He made a joke about G.I. Jane, and G.I. Jane is a hardcore female alpha that if I was compared to G.I. Jane, I would feel really proud. I wouldn't feel any way offended by it, but then again, whatever, you know, this, I'm not talking about that incident. I really want to address alopecia because it's a serious condition. It is extremely emotional. The reason why I know it so well is because I actually suffer from this. The first time I discovered alopecia in my system was when I think I was 18 or 19 years old. It had started around 16, but it's a gradual attack that the immune system does on itself. It's kind of like it goes crazy. It doesn't know what to do and it just attacks itself. Is where the hair disappears from certain parts of the head, and it either grows back or it doesn't grow back. It's different for everybody. Now, I've been suffering from alopecia since I was 15 years old. That's when it developed. I had the worst case of alopecia when I was 19 years old. And it's a very weird, strange disease. It's something that it comes very slow. It doesn't happen overnight. The hair starts coming off, like you start losing a lot of hair. And at first, you're not really understanding. It seems to be like a normal hair loss because we lose like a lot of hair on a single day, and there's a number that is a healthy number of hair loss that we should have every single day. I don't remember. Charlie, let me sit, please. Muévete. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Now that I have my situation back in order, I was, I think, around 16, and it had the peak around age 19. That's when it really peaked. I had a bout of alopecia that was so intense. I was bald. All the back of my head, I had no hair, and I had maybe just a little bit of hair right on the crown of my head. I don't have pictures of that, but if I had, I would definitely post them. Let me tell you something. Alopecia is very devastating to a woman. It's something that really, it's scary. That's probably the right word to say. It's scary. It messes with our psychology because we can't control it. And the hair just keeps falling, and you just never know how far it's going to go. At what point we're going to be completely bald. First of all, do not give it any power. You give your alopecia power by giving it emotions of fear and trying to control it. We can't really control it. It's something outside of our mind. It's more an internal experience. The best way to get started is by learning to meditate. Oh, here comes the word meditation again, but it's the truth, guys. Meditation is so powerful. You will learn to tap into your subconscious mind and learn to heal something that keeps triggering this alopecia to come to the surface. I don't really know exactly what it is. All I know is that stress, high levels of stress, triggers this condition in me. And the way I know that stress is building up is because I know, I can feel it. I can feel the buildup. And I know that if I allow stress control me, it's going to trigger something in my internal being. My immune system will start attacking itself. And that will trigger the alopecia. Now, I am grateful. I want you guys just really to know that I am grateful that what I have and what triggers my stress is alopecia. It's just alopecia. It's just hair. It's just hair. You lose hair, it grows back. No big deal. I am grateful for my alopecia because when it comes, it's reminding me that something is out of balance inside of me. So when it shows up, I'm like, thank you. You're just reminding me that I need to take care of myself. I need to start paying attention what is happening internally. I'm out of balance. Why is this stress happening? Why am I allowing things to affect me to such degree that my body starts attacking itself? So alopecia, for me, it's a gift. It's a gift from God because the body can express pain and suffering to many different ways. Stress is the number one killer. Stress is the one thing that will trigger any disease in your body, will allow fungus, infection, bacteria to grow. Stress will weaken your immune system to such degree that other greater things can grow inside of you. And I don't like to say those ugly words, but really, we have to become very aware that stress is the number one killer. And when you become aware of your levels of stress that you're living and you start making the right steps towards changing, then you're going to start truly healing yourself. And that's where meditation comes, yoga, exercise, eating a healthier diet, and perhaps paying attention also if you're having too many chemicals that you're like consuming, or maybe you're surrounded by a lot of chemicals. You have to become aware. All of those things will trigger disease inside your body. For me, it really transformed me when I became aware that alopecia was not my enemy. Alopecia was my friend. And when I hear about women suffering about this, I just want to hold them and I want to tell them, do not empower this alopecia. Do not give it any power. No, instead, reverse it. Welcome it, embrace it, and see yourself with beautiful eyes that you have, and there is help, okay? So when I was going through the worst of my alopecia, I did not wear wigs yet. I actually went into the fashion trend, and everybody thought I was a fashionista because I was wearing hats all the time. I started learning to love hats. Hats and scarves were my way of covering my bald head. And over time, there's a lot of beautiful pictures on my Instagram. I actually have alopecia there, but I'm wearing hair extensions, hair pieces, not the kind that you glue onto your actual natural hair, because I do not want to cause any stress on my hair more than color. And what I do is all those clip-on hair extensions, you clip them on, clip them off, and wherever I need a little extra help, I find ways to put my hair pieces on, so there's help. And yes, the good quality hair pieces, they are expensive, they're not cheap, but if you understand the importance of feeling happy, you will put no price on the things that are important for your happiness. That comes also with choices like food, and maybe being part of a club that is good for you, for exercise, fitness, yoga, meditation. A lot of people think, oh my gosh, it's too expensive, I don't want to do that. But really, is there a price for your health? Can you put a price for your health? You really can't. It really is when you start to understand the importance of your happiness, that is the most important part of being. Then you will also know that it's not about money. It never is about money. It's about understanding the elements that will bring this happiness for you and your surface. And my alopecia gets triggered when I am unhappy. So if I am unhappy, that means something very intense is going on, and eventually it's going to come to the surface and it's going to tell me, hey, Isabel, you need to change something. And this is where I want you to become aware. Learn about yourself. If you have any questions about this particular subject, or if you want to know more, if you want to know about how I handle those tough years of no hair, or why it came to the surface, or how things got triggered, let me know in the comments below. I gladly help you, because this is something that is dear to me. I've lived all my life with alopecia, and I've learned to live with it and no longer let it be a burden in my life, but rather be a friend, and learn to live a life that is wonderful and happy and abundant, and not letting anything stop me from continue living that life. Thank you so much for being here. Please let me know what you think, and if I can help you with anything, just comment below, and I gladly do another video about this. Please know that this comes from my heart. And about Jada, I just send her love, I send her compassion, because we don't know her. We really have no clue about anything that goes on in the Smith household, and I just hope that they somehow cure their environment, and hopefully Will Smith also cures his masculinity and finds a way to deal with his anger and frustration rather than with violence. That was not a good thing to do publicly, but again, we don't know what they're going through, and just send them love, everybody. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Los quiero mucho. Come back to my channel, subscribe, share, like, love, share the love. Ciao, ciao, chicos.